They were asking about your harness last night, Freddy. Which you are currently trapping underneath you. You ready? Oh, he's ready. I don't think I did a bad job with the cranberry hibiscus. I definitely do have to cut it down. Not all the way, but trim it. And earlier, of course, I had a little dinner with my neighbors, and that was good. And we're going to relax for a little minute. And Freddy is, of course, going to try and get himself tangled, and I can't allow that. But he's curious. So I'm going to let him decide on when he's coming back. I do have my finger around the leash for his harness. And thankfully, I let the fire burn out earlier. And I will be getting back into making the soap. I just had to burn a lot of hardwood. About 120 pounds of hardwood ash. Yeah, Freddy, it's because you gotta come back. But of course, burning that ash is a bit of a pain, and I have to filter it and everything else afterward. And so, of course, we're going to have a little bit of exploring going on. And I'm just trying to move some things out of the way that will ultimately end up making life a bit more difficult for me later. And so I'm kind of setting everything up now. But Freddy was crying pretty hard, of course, because that is what he does when he's trying to get attention. And he's just signaling to me that he would rather be out trying to do things. So, a little nighttime walk. We don't go out too often at night. And that is actually mostly because I work at night most of the time. So he's going to take advantage, and he sees his cat grass up there, which I grow for him, and it's a really good additive to the food that you give them. Yes, a lot of times they want to eat it by itself, but it's so much easier to clip a bundle off and then from there add it to the rest of their food. Sorry, the humidity and everything that we've been having going on in Florida with the hurricane, tropical storm, it starts to eventually build up in the lungs, and so I get a little congested because I do also have allergies. I will turn the light on in a moment as I take Freddy on a little bit of a walk, and we'll be we'll be good from there. Um, yeah, and that's that. So, hello to everyone. If you have any questions, just fire them off. I'll answer them as best I can. Uh, but currently, while we are in a pretty well lit area, I'm just going to keep it natural and allow Freddy to enjoy the sounds that he's hearing. Of course, cicadas, crickets, bugs of all sorts. There was a really big grasshopper, um, but I didn't want Freddy to get it because the grasshopper looked cool as hell. He was big. That was on the lemongrass. It is a bit dark, so I am going to turn the light on. And hopefully we can go ahead and get Freddy locked in there. Where are we going now, buddy? It took so long to get grass growing here. No, we're not hanging out on a neighbor's doorway at night. We're just not going to do it. Yes, of course you are free to explore all the backyard and the sides. We're just not trying to walk around people's front doors at night, buddy. They tend to frown on that, and that is this is a stand your ground state. And I don't feel like getting shot for taking a walk. Are you gonna go ahead and check out the banana tree, Freddy? This used to be up front in a little canvas pot. Um, and there is aloe that is hiding in there, and I'm not gonna like run through and try and get it all out or anything like that. Eventually, after the tree is like tall enough to where it's not a worry. But Freddy used to play with this tree a little bit. He used to love the size of the leaves, and they're getting bigger now, so that's cool. Freddy actually, being that he is a tabby, comes from a long line of never purebred cats. Orange cats are predominantly male. If you look at his brothers and sisters, you would think that he is a Maine Coon, but missing 80% of the fur. Because they all kind of look bigger than he is. But again, this is a dog harness that he is wearing. So it's hard to scale it the right way for somebody to really understand it. But if you have a small dog harness, that's what Freddy wears, and it's kind of necessary. So thank you for the question, but that is at best the answer I can give you. It's kind of like a Manx tabby. He's got his M, and he's got his cowlick, which he's always going to have, and people do tend to love because it's so defining, and it actually just does look like a little thumbprint on the back of his neck. But for now, we get to go ahead and take a walk. And Freddy is always interested in piles of things because there's lizards. And that's Freddy. There is the hunter in every cat. And it does behoove somebody to know that well ahead of time. There are certain animals you don't want to put together. If I had an aquarium, that would be horrible Freddy would try to go fishing, and he might be really good at it because he's got some big old paws. My neighbor's got a little camera out. I had to wave hello, but he'll see that I'm just hanging out with Freddy. What you doing, bud? There was more places to go, Freddy. I think that is a car backfire. Didn't really have a good report. So, not gunfire, although Freddy will respond to noise any which way. Come on, buddy. I know you're looking. He is desperately trying to get himself a lizard for the second walk in a row. The first walk that he got one was our last walk outside. And normally he's like just a second off. No, Fred. Nope. That's the neighbor's area. We can walk through everything else, but we're going to stay away from the front of people's houses and the back of people's houses. We have a little small community here, and we all recognize each other, and that is the nature of small communities. I grew up on a small island initially, and there's thousands of people there, but you still tend to recognize damn near everybody. Here, where there's like 30 people, even easier. So, he's going to take a seat and decide where we're going to go next. I am trying to stay out of some of the more spider-infested areas at the moment, because I am pretty much half blind, and, my glasses reflect that, but I do. Sorry about the connection issue, but I'm kind of on the border of where I usually. He he kind of has that look. We have a neighbor who has a dog that is much bigger than a fox, and Freddy was like, "All right, I'm game." And he is continually trying to go into people's stuff, and we're not going to do that. But no, he's a cat, not a fox, although he tends to be just as quiet and sneaky. And if there were chickens around, good chance he would do the same thing. He does not like the sound of my shoes. He's like, "You were so giving me away when I'm trying to hunt." But, I can sympathize. He's a hunter when he can be. They all are. This is about as deep as we are going into that. If he could, he would give it a shot, I am certain. I don't know about like a king penguin. If he stands up on his hind legs, he's about as tall. But I don't think he can deal with the flub or the beak of like the emperor penguin, I believe it is. But he would love it. I know he would. Where are we going, Freddy? So Freddy is, of course, going to want to stroll through the areas that I'm just not interested in. There will be flashes in front of the camera. Pat the cat. We can give Freddy a pat if he allows me to come close right now. He's always a good boy. Well, he means well. Good boy versus means well. Kind of a gray area. But if you've had a cat, you will completely understand what I'm talking about. It's not trying to cause trouble, but curiosity, it doesn't kill the cat. It kills the cat owner who is cleaning up the mess that the cat just made. No skunks. Thankfully, we haven't had that one. That would suck. That would suck so bad. Because one, I have given Freddy exactly one bath in his lifetime. He keeps himself very well groomed otherwise. And I am not interested in attempting to do that again. He was smaller and easier to control. But his love of water is not high. He does not like it, not a fan. Where do you want to go, Fred? No, told you we're not going into the neighbor's front yard. We're going to let that go. So, I don't really tug on him. By the way, this is, I was asked earlier today about harness training your cat. And one of the bigger deals is just don't pull on the harness. Well, there was an opportunity for him to swim with sea turtles. I was bartending at a tiki bar on Hutchinson Island in Florida. And unfortunately, he was not living with me at that time. My sister did have him. His whole family was rescued already. He just didn't live with me. He was not my son quite yet. He was like a nephew. And so when I moved up to Central Florida after a detour in Oregon, it's only like 10:45, not bad. So like I said, this is Central Florida, so we're Eastern time. And I'm just going to let him kind of direct where he wants to go. And I like to give him a little slack. But in terms of the harness training, don't pull on it. When you don't want him to go somewhere, just stop moving. Because if your cat can tug you off of your feet, you got a big old cat. And Freddy is a big old cat, but I weigh quite a bit more. So I just stop moving and he'll roam around the perimeter of his leash. Oh, and I do apologize for all the flashes on the camera, but lots of bugs, moths, other things here in Florida, and so they're gonna zoom around. His savior, my brother-in-law, who picked up the whole family, used to run the aviary in the Animal Kingdom in Disney, actually, and did so for, I think, 12 years. Himself, he has never stepped inside of Disney, and I would spare him that torture, because he's too cute, there's too many kids, and one of them is going to find out that Freddy has all of his claws, and he will use them. He uses them on me, and he loves me. If he doesn't like you, he's basically a weapon. If I had a home intruder and I threw Freddy at somebody, they're going to have a bad day. and they're going to be bleeding a whole lot. And his favorite ride at Disney would be the ride Out of There, which I wholeheartedly agree with. I love my niece, I love my nephew, but man, I hate Disney. What a crap hole. Sorry to ruin the magic for anybody, but after you've been there like 100 times, there's nothing to it. Freddy would hide at first. As I've had my cat, he initially would always run to the door, didn't matter who was there. And if he liked you, that was good. If he didn't, it could be bad. Now, even when family comes over, he tends to get away. But I've looked this up because I was curious about it, and it seems that older male cats tend to become more like, unless you're already a friend or family, then they aren't really interested in meeting anyone else unless you seem to be okay with them. This is a ninja cat. Trust me in that. He's got 10 Ginsu knives on his front paws, and he's got more in the back. And while the ones in the front, they hurt and they will cut you up, it's the ones in the back that finish a job. And so this is just some of the palm fronds that got blown off a tree during the hurricane. But of course, lizards like them, and Freddy knows that. Prior experience. I miss my old cat. By the way, cat lovers are cool. My first cat was a Russian blue Burmese, and she was about 10 years old. And he doesn't cook him. He likes him like I like my sushi, cold and raw. But no, I had a 10-year-old Russian blue, and then we got a golden retriever puppy. And when he was brought home, as I said, I was a kid. They were introduced immediately instead of getting to know each other's scent or anything else. And so that was interesting because my Russian blue Burmese, who was maybe a quarter of Freddy's size, maybe 4 or 5 pounds, she jumped on the golden retriever like she was going to kill it, and I felt so bad for that puppy because he just saw another furry animal and wanted to make friends. So, in the end, however, when she was, 16, 17 years old, she would follow him around just to lay down on him wherever he laid down. Not in a mean way either. He was just warm, and she just wanted to be more warm, even though at that time I was living in southern Florida, and it's already hot at AF. So, yeah. So mine was a runt. So if anyone remembers old Pet Cemetery and Church in Pet Cemetery was a Russian blue, and they're gorgeous. They are gorgeous cats, and in the right light they look silver, like liquid silver. Just amazing. She was a runt, and the rest of her family, unfortunately, was from a horse farm. We rescued her from there because sharp kitten claws and horses are not a good combo. So they gave her to us, and we raised her in almost 20 years. She did great, and she was a hunter. She loved being outside. She never wore a harness. We didn't worry about things like that back in the 80s. But she would disappear in the middle of a blizzard, a for-real coming down blizzard, and come back, and she had gained weight and also brought presents because she was a responsible young lady. Freddy, not a responsible young boy. He's 5 now. Still young and still full of energy and deciding on the things he likes. Right now it happens to be these palm frowns. Could be the sound, it could be the maybe there's food in here kind of thing. But he does enjoy giving a proper investigation. Ooh, no. No. That dolphin would be SOL. Because it'd be on land. Freddy's not going in the water. That ain't gonna happen. This boy took a poop in my shower one time. And just to remind him that the shower is for me, his litter box is for him, I left about 2 inches of water in the tub. And if Freddy could have literally taken flight, it would have been at that moment when he jumped in and found out there was water. He was not pleased. So, huge, not a fan of water. And so, I've had a few streams where it started to rain. Well, yeah, I mean, when you're putting your foot in, you're like, wait, why is there already water in here? Yeah, but I mean, he literally almost took flight. He can jump pretty high. Unfortunately for him, when he jumped straight up and came right back down in the tub. And even though it was only 2 inches of water, oh, he was mad. He was mad for a few days about that one. But it was okay. It was alright. So what do you got? Well, too late to really find out. It's already gone. Oh, no. He's got to have his weapons at the ready. Now, if they made some kind of Freddy custom claw boot, I might give it a go. He might be super pissed off at me for the next year. But, so I don't really. The only thing Freddy ever wears is this harness. What you doing, buddy? You think you see something? It's back at my garden, so everything's fine. Oof. It rained earlier, and no, that would be awesome if I could get him a little Wolverine suit. I saw somebody have a video where they 3D printed a Batman mask for their cat, and I think that would be super fucking funny, but pardon my language, whatever. But that would be hysterical to see, really. Freddy, would you wear a combat suit? Maybe. Even for like just a minute? Nah, I doubt it. I think I'd be bloodied up by the time I got him in it. I don't know about that one, Eric. You might have to go ahead and really debate that. Orange cat behavior is unpredictable at best. And Batman, He likes to use reason and logic. And orange cats, they let that go. They're not big on reason and or logic. They just do things. Like the Joker, but better. Yeah. Oh yeah. They are. But I have a feeling that they're a good bit more vicious. Uh-oh. This is why it is good that I have very heavy pots right here. You are not climbing up into my pots. You are not messing up my broccoli. Alright, so I have a number of tall plants, as you can see. No, I don't dress up. One, I'm just over it. And two, I would be more, I don't know, I think I would do better as the penguin, because now I am chubby, because I am not interested in people overall. Trust me, you bartend for about 20 years, your interest in people goes down. It's fun at first, and then around year 15, you're like, you know what? Drink this, go home. Pay me money. Leave. Alright. You want to go in. The finest explorations by Freddy. Oh, but he did it in a spot where I can have a seat, so that's cool. What are you doing, buddy? Freddy, you spend all day looking at the lizards out of the window. They know what you look like. Actually, at Ultra in 1999 on Miami Beach, I did go ahead and pay $500 to nab the frozen margarita sprayer from one of the people working, and it was worth it. But trust me, when it's like 90 plus outside and it's humid and you're on the beach in the sun, getting sloshed with frozen margarita at a high rate of speed, not good. I did not make many fans that moment. No, Fred. What are you doing, buddy? Do you want to go in? Yeah, I really didn't think you wanted to go in yet. So now we're going to check out the other area, I guess. Come on, buddy. No, we're not going up there. I know you smell people. What do you want to do, buddy? You didn't check your backyard. So I guess we're going to have a sit and think about it moment. He's debating his next strategy. All of his strategies, by the way, are ultimately to get off of the harness and go get something. But while that has happened a few times, it is worrisome for me because then I don't get any sleep and I tend to roam around in the Florida wilderness in flip-flops. And Fishing Garrett is the only one that I know that should really be doing that. I am fairly certain he is like immune to so many things from all the bug bites that he has sustained. See? That's what you get. Come on, Freddy. No, we're not doing it. That is not yours. Come on. So that cat collar actually used to belong to a little female cat that lived next door. Now Freddy's fixed, but he still does remember Lily, who I think was his first and only crush. So I'll let him play with that for a while. Yeah, I know you like that, buddy. I know you miss her. Unfortunately, we don't know what happened to Lily. The person who owned Lily didn't keep the best track of her. Freddy, that is the only other animal that has come into my home and been okay. And Freddy just followed her around because he had a crush. And he's also so much bigger than she was. But it was pretty funny to watch. I do believe under my community tab there's a post for that. Anyone who wants to leave a comment, please do so. Like, subscribe, that's even better, helps me out. But this is just Freddy and I having a little midnight stroll. And apparently now he just wants to lay down, which is fine. Glowing eyeballs. Oh. Well, you're not taking a nap out here right now, buddy. That's not going to happen. But we can go inside. You can take a nap. No? Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, buddy. Freddy is looking at our wooded area because he would really love to roam around through there. But even at night, cats aren't stupid. They would probably find somewhere to hunker down. And if there was an opportunity, then yeah, they would likely go for something. But they're not just going to go off hunting in the middle of the night through all of the brush that we have here in Florida for no reason. Alright, buddy. Well, we're not going to lay down here forever. Mosquitoes tend to love me a little bit too much. So, I'm going to try to avoid having anything bite me that I really don't want to. Hello, Miss Marple from Germany. I'm in Central Florida, and I hope everything is great for you. I'm originally from Michigan. We had a German town there called Frankenmuth, and wonderful, wonderful place. Great food. I'd love to visit, though. I do have a friend who lives there. I haven't spoken to him since high school, though. Come on, bud. Okay. Well, if you just want to lay down, we can do that. I mean, you can do that. I'm not. Fire ants all over. Not cool. Come on, buddy. So, since we have the Perseid meteor shower going, I did think, wouldn't it be bad to maybe take a peek or two and see if we have anything going on up there. But it doesn't look like anything really is. Oh, we're on the move. But it doesn't look like much is going on there. I try to be a good cat father. Freddy only addresses his complaints to me in the mysterious ways of cats. Like the aforementioned pooping in the shower. Or when he vocalizes a whole bunch. What to me is like 4 in the morning. But then it's not even he's unhappy, he just wants something. No, bud. Told you we're not going to the neighbors. Told you that. If you want to play around the car, you can play around the car. Freddy does not like the car or car rides. And that is unfortunately because I was doing training for a management position, and my car blew up while I was on the way home. So no power, no AC. It was Florida in summertime, and my biggest fear in the world was Freddy's overheating. And very stressful. Very stressful. That was the last trip Freddy took with me. It's like, unless I have a completely 100% reliable vehicle, Freddy is not going anywhere too far from home. Well, Freddy, we're only going to spend a little bit longer out here. When I talk about woods around the house, this is what I'm talking about. In this area, I'm sure somebody owns it, but as you see, it is thick and full of things. Ooh. Freddy was trying for a moth. He went a little airborne for a second. Sucks that we missed that. Well, I wasn't looking. Maybe the camera caught it, but it's my little backyard area where eventually I'm going to have more plants and everything else. That's why I have the tubs there, because those are going to be bins for growing more food. And Freddy knows that this is the back door of the house. What you doing, bud? Actually, not a trash can. It's just a whole bunch of scrap metal. That... Whoa! Did you see something? But just a bunch of scrap metal that'll either melt down and use for something later, or use as scrap. So you telling me you want to go in, bud? Well, I can't do that because the back door is most definitely locked. I know. Sucks. Definitely sucks. I didn't know this is the direction we would be going. Just more of the woods that Freddy likes trying to play around in. Come on, buddy. Freddy, we're gonna be going inside pretty soon, man. Only got like a little over 10 minutes. Uh-oh. I heard the frog. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Marple. I tried to do my best as, but I do appreciate you looking and commenting, because it does help. Everything helps. I just like to be able to give him a little outdoor time, and nighttime is where cats shine, a little bit after darkness and a little bit before dawn. Come on, buddy. Freddy. Alright. So. Get it? Dragonfly. Freddy really wants that dragonfly. Well, and I know you can jump high, but that's really high. He's still debating it too. But he would definitely try for that dragonfly. Nobody, come on. Freddy, you're not eating that dragonfly tonight. I know you want to, because I don't think you've ever eaten a dragonfly. Yep, told you. He's still debating. He doesn't know if he can reach it. Miss Marple, you will definitely see me. You'll see Freddy. And we'll be playing around and trying to make amusing videos, and sometimes interesting farming videos or gold panning videos, and cooking videos. I do a lot. So thank you very much. And I do look forward to seeing you again. Come on, Fred. Well, so that is our dragonfly target. And Freddy is definitely not going to make that one. Come on, bud. Come on, Freddy. No. Neighbor's house. Freddy is about the size of both of their dogs. And so I try to avoid that. Come on, buddy. Freddy, I don't want to pick you up. But I will. Come on, buddy. Yeah. But that's my neighbor's house. Come on, Freddy. Let's go to our house. How about we do that? And yes, Julie, you are right. But Freddy also wants to investigate the dogs who are in that house. And by investigate, I do mean he wants to go ahead and test hands. 5 years old. He has made it 5 years, still has all 9 lives, so he's doing good. He's come close to losing 1 or 2. That is a definite, but he's still got all 9, I think. Alright, buddy. Although, I think Freddy is getting close to his 6th birthday. I'm going to have to look at his paperwork. And, like I said, no, he's not, he is not some kind of purebred cat. But, also, he was rescued when he was just a couple weeks old. So, it's we don't know the exact day. So I just kind of pick a day in that month. And I figure going in the middle, I mean, that makes it work. We've been hanging outside for almost an hour now, Freddy. And I know you didn't get the dragonfly. Although that would have been really neat if you did. You came close. Kind of fumbled right at the end. But I am going to have to take Freddy in. Because I still also have to clean out the grill so I can make... Come on, buddy. Good boy. So I can make more lye for soap, because I'm making a little homemade soap. Now, Freddy gets excited when we come back in. Freddy gets very excited when we come back in because he also knows that Oh yeah, no, I'll take Freddy over people any day. But Freddy knows when we come inside from a walk that it's treat time. Now, usually, he used to wait until I took his harness off. Freddy. But lately, it seems he cares less about having the harness taken off immediately. So I guess he's like really getting used to it. To where it's not so much of a bother. Neat and unexpected. Hey, brown sugar, good to see you again. Here we go, Freddy. You gotta be hungry. So I toss one of his treats in his bowl. Normally I don't do that. It's good to have them on their routine. But if Freddy wants to switch it up, we'll switch it up. I switched up the layout of the apartment, and so if it makes him more comfortable to do it in a different way, we'll do it in a different way. That's fine. Isn't it, buddy? Too busy. I'm snacking. But he does know that other treat's up there. And trust me, he does not forget. Yeah, Freddy's got some really cool markings. That is why I did like the little short about tiger stripes. Because he really is striped well. That is a definite. And of course, you're looking for the second one. Well, I put the second one inside of your bowl, buddy. Because you were too hungry after your excitement. I think you got too hungry after you were trying to catch that dragonfly, though. Definitely the dragonfly. Yep. He was all set up and ready to have that dragonfly. he whiffed. It's okay. You know, can't get them all. There you go, bud. So he'll get a third treat, I guess, to make up for the dragonfly. Although, I am probably gonna clip that later, because it was pretty cute. He came close, brown sugar. He came close. Like, I am certain he had some paws on wings. But dragonflies fly very well, and it avoided the ultimate end of a meeting with Freddy. Barely. Although he did stare it down for like 5 more minutes afterward, hoping it moved anywhere he could reach. Yeah, we're talking about you, buddy. Oh, yeah. Any chance he gets. Are you looking at the leash for the harness? Yeah, I know you are. Sometimes Freddy likes to hide things, such as the harness and the leash and my work shoes, which he has hidden many times. And there is a couple videos on my shoes and Freddy, and it is a non-stop thing that unfortunately you just gotta look for stuff where you know you did not leave it. And so I tend to leave everything in the same spot, and if it's not there, I know the exact reason why it's not. So, alright, buddy. I know, you like showing off your stuff. You're missing half of that package, my friend. I'm sorry. Yep. Yep. That's that. He's a Miss Marple, I don't know if you know. Brown Sugar definitely knows. Ooh, glowy eyes. I'm sorry, I forgot we were inside, buddy. We'll get rid of the glowy eyes, and that way you'll be alright. So little post-walk, post-meal. Yep, right back to it. Yeah. Alright, buddy. Well, it's what he does. It's fine. Also makes me happy he doesn't have the rest of his gear, because who only knows what that would look like. And I think the cat distribution system would have been much more active in my area. Sorry, gotta do a little housekeep as I move around. Yes, he does meow a lot. Actually, he will have a full-on conversation with you. And it is in the morning, at sundown, or if the food's empty. Or if there is something he can't reach. And there is a video that I put on it, and there's a gecko up in that corner. And he could not reach the gecko. And he tried. He really, really tried. But it was too fast for him. Because he could jump up there, but he just couldn't catch it. And so he started crying. It was like, I don't know, like around 5 a.m. So I woke up and I was worried, like, what's wrong? And then he was just standing, staring up in the corner. And I looked up and I saw there was a gecko. And I was like, you woke me up because you can't catch a lizard. Yeah, he was heartbroken. I never saw that lizard after I went back to bed, though, so long story short, that lizard, gecko, but that gecko probably didn't make it. But the dragonfly didn't it, buddy? You totally whiffed on the dragonfly. Yep. Yeah. There are Call of Duty players who are looking at you right now going, you whiffed. Yeah, I'd be sad too. I'd be sad, but it was funny to watch. I know you're listening, and I love you too. Were you slow blinking them, or were you slow blinking me? Which one, buddy? Uh-oh. I'm getting the cold shoulder. Is that how it's gonna be? Yeah, he stayed in the same spot. And so pretty much what I think happened is the gecko came down and lights out. No more gecko. Yeah. Freddy's saying yes. He's slow blinking all of us on that one. I love you too. You're relaxing now? Okay. Beauty sleep? I mean, I'll let you have your beauty sleep. That's fine. Maybe beauty sleep. Does it depend? Well, I'll be right back in a minute then. And I will let you decide, Freddy. We'll see if you stay in the room or not. But we're gonna get on your level. It's like you can see the debate slowly raging. Do I see what Dad is doing, or do I not? It's a tough call, Freddy. So we're gonna stay for a while. Alright. I'm gonna leave you alone for like 2 minutes and we're gonna see what happens. So I was pretty close on the time. Thank you very much, Anna. Yeah, he gets sleepy. um, and yeah, he may have been reading your post right there. So, Freddy, uh, now he's trying to stalk. He's trying to stalk us. Ooh, don't tell him that, Miss Marple. Like I said, he doesn't have the equipment. But he is a lover. Yep. And there it is, stalking you in the middle of the night. It's like he wants to, like, jump scare somebody. 3, 2, 1. Gotcha. What are you doing, buddy? Nothing. Hanging out by the water jugs, which thankfully he has not learned how to use. That would be bad. Although he is curious. This is Florida water, so I try to go ahead and instead of buying a whole bunch of little bottles, cheaper to buy myself a big old 5-gallon. Makes life easy. Also, it makes it really interesting to see if Freddy is going to learn how to use them. I believe he is halfway to learning how to use a toilet himself. And when he does, that'll probably be the end of kitty litter. Oh, somebody's driving up. The neighbors are coming home, Freddy. And yeah, oh, he's totally busted. Are you gonna go to your cat tree and find out? Or are you just mad that I'm giving you away right now? Likely more of a I'll hunt another day thing. No, you don't have to have a water dispenser machine. It gets even better. You can buy this little pump for like $8. And if you are fine using a little bleach and water, you can actually clean the jug yourself and refill it for a grand total of $2.50. 5 gallons of purified water at a time. Publix, Winn-Dixie, Walmart, way too many places. So you pay the initial like price for the jugs. I have 2, because Freddy and I, that's our water. Don't get me wrong. Sorry, Freddy. I know it's bright. But that's our water for the house. So you buy a little jug. We're gonna mess with Freddy. But I'll show you how easy it is. I just hooked this jug up today. And remember what I said about Freddy and water? Freddy knows exactly what comes out of that spout. Are you sure you want to sit right there, buddy? Are you? Freddy not happy. But, yeah, just that easy. If I had one more hand, it'd be so much easier. But this is the cheapest way to have, like, plenty of purified water. Really. Alright, kind of missed, but I'm holding the camera. So, otherwise, yeah, just like that. So, instead of spending way too much money on, like, bottles of water, then he didn't budge on that one, which is surprising, because the last time we were outside, and it was right around the hurricane, he got one big fat drop. Freddy, do you want to meet a young lady named Emmy? Maybe. Still hungry. Still thinking about Dragonfly. He eats a lot of food. But he gets to play around a lot. Instead of just being like lazy. Maybe you're lazy? Are you? Are you lazy? No, I don't think so. Normally he doesn't budge. At all. But he does also watch me when I pump the water out of there. And yeah, that's it. I mean, you take all of 10 seconds to put the pump on. And that's that. Really like it. It's handy. Especially for hurricane season. Because the empty jug, just emptied that today. I'll refill it tomorrow for $2.50. Purified water. No problem. His belly is super fluffy. He doesn't have the long hair coat of his brothers and sisters, but his tummy is all floof. Really just floof. Like his patterns and everything are easy to see. But when he is like literally just laying on his back, arms open, it's just the floof zone. He will cuddle for a little bit. Not a long time. Freddy is not big on cuddling a lot. It's more of a his mood kind of thing. Whether he will attempt to sleep right up against me. I actually did not name him Freddy. There is a reason why I did not change that name. However, my nephew named him Freddy. Because Freddy has a brother named Ronnie. Hello, Julia. Well, thank you very much for joining. We are a bit over an hour now, and we'll see how long we keep going. And it's more or less like if everyone keeps interacting, then I'll hang out. But so my nephew actually named him Freddy. And his full name is Frederick Weasley Fisher. And thank you very much, Julia. I do appreciate it. And I appreciate you commenting, too. We're more than happy to have people talk to us. So, his brother, Ronnie, is Ronald Weasley O'Barry. And that is because his brother still belongs to my sister. And Freddy is mine. However, they are both orange. Ronnie is white and orange. And he has like the orange patches where he has Freddy's the same markings. Obviously, same mom, dad, same litter. But he has like patches of orange. And he's mostly white and a long hair. But that would be actually from Harry Potter. Which my nephew is really, really big into when they were rescued from the side of a road. Ah, Julia, they're the best. Orange cats. They will drive you a little crazy on occasion because they have a curiosity buff. But yeah. But yeah, so they're named after two of the characters in Harry Potter. Now, instead of calling him Frederick Weasley, I call him Freddy. Now, I call him Freddy because upon bringing him here to his adoptive home, uh, we in my family do not believe in declawing ever. No ear docking, no tail docking, none of that. A pet is a pet is a pet. It should be left as is. And so, Freddy let me know quite clearly. Yeah, you did, buddy. Yes, you did. You let me know real quick that he has all of his claws. Don't you, buddy? They want to see the floof. They want to see her floof. Floof. Also, they love to play. Constantly. But as you can see, I call him Freddy because I grew up in the 80s, and that is some Nightmare on Elm Street kind of claw action. People do it, and they, with dogs and cats, and I guess other animals, and they say it's for the look, and it just gets me mad, really. I hate it. That and cats are predators. They are what they are. Dogs are too. It's just cats are smaller and they have a lot more weaponry. You're like a little fighter jet, a little tiny one, bristling with weapons. Maybe. Oh, look at the floof. Oh, no, never. Yeah, and, people also, I don't want this scratched up, I don't want that scratched up. You're getting a pet. You are getting another living being. It's going to do what it's going to do. And it doesn't really understand what you're saying. Well, I think Freddy understands a fair amount of the key words. Treats. He definitely knows what treats are. Yeah, treats make him happy. Knows his name. They actually, people did a study on it. Cats know when you're calling their name. It's whether they care. They're like, I'll see you, or maybe I won't. Luckily, me and Freddy get along well, so usually he pays attention to it. Yeah, Julia, I don't know why people do it. Brown sugar, it's abhorrent. Because they are what they are. So, while he's laying down, we'll get a floof up into the floof. And so you can see how thick. Oh, yep. There are reasons why they protect the belly. But Freddy just likes to play with me. Get it. Yeah. Just on his belly, though. Freddy likes belly rubs, but it's more of a wants him when he wants him kind of thing. Like, you don't just go in and start, rubbing Freddy's belly, because that doesn't end well. If your hands are not fast enough to get away. What are you doing, buddy? I know. I love you too. Are you looking for your toy? Uh-oh. That's the word. We can get an instant reaction because Freddy loves his toys, and he has way too many of them. Uh, and then there's moments where he just grabs, but he will also capture his toy and walk away with it. Like, I'm done playing. It's mine now. Oh, yeah. That was a good grab, bud. That was a good grab. This is straight up a bamboo pole. Not even going to lie. I bought it for my garden. But this is actually a collection of like 4 other toys. And I got tired of putting second skin on my hand. So it was the best thing for me to create a little bit of space. And that space kept my hands more intact. We'll start to get them hypnotized with the circle. It's their weak spot. The belly is their weak spot. They do actually have a kitty sweet spot. And so if you are ever curious as to why your cat lifts its butt up in the air when you pet it and you're by his tail or her tail, the kitty sweet spot is actually right there. So we can do a little example. You're guaranteed to get a reaction. But yeah, right there. It's at the base of the back, right in front of their tail. If you scratch right there, the cat, no matter what the cat, will start lifting its butt up in the air, and that is just their sweet spot. The belly is, yeah, exactly. Yeah, because they're like, hey, what you doing? But no, the belly is actually because, see, like I said, so that that bamboo stick, it's going where Freddy takes it. But the belly is because it's their weak spot, and that is why they don't allow that. And if a cat is allowing you to rub its belly, have a good night, Miss Marple. No, I don't know good night in German. I had to think for a sec. Do I? I don't know. But no, I do not. So have a good night, Miss Marple. I hope we get to see you again. But yeah. Darn, I sidetracked myself right there. No. But, oh, if they are, therein, I don't know. I'm not picking that one up, Julia. I don't know what you meant. I mean, explain it now, you know. But yeah, the belly. If your cat's showing you its belly, it really likes you, really trusts you. You guys have a bond, and everything's good. Because they don't do it otherwise. Um, so some cats are never made to feel comfortable enough, and that sucks. But Freddy and I we're just fine. So I get away with a lot, and whenever a pet is. Oh, well, you have a good night, Julia. Thank you very much for subbing, and we all hope to hear from you again. Yeah, Freddy also thinks both ends of the toy are toys. He will chew on the bamboo stick. Yep. You're busted again, Fredo. Busted again. We see you doing it. Oh, that's fine, Julie. Yeah, well, I mean, that's okay. Watch away. Like I said, as long as we're all vibing, everything's fine. I'll keep it going for a while. About the 2-hour mark. Let me see. Oh no, that won't be late. I'm trying to go to sleep before 4 a.m. today. It's my goal. I don't know if you're gonna help. I kinda doubt it. Yep. Because every time is playtime with Freddy. Trust me in that. So this is just one toy. I did have another one called the Dancing Cat, which was ingenious. It was only like a $2 toy made up of steel wire and very, very tightly rolled cardboard. And it kind of looked like the dragonfly that Freddy was trying to eat out back. And he absolutely loved that thing. The only problem is that rolled up like construction paper doesn't stand up to a full-on Freddy attack. So they kind of wear off, or wear away quickly. So what are we doing now, buddy? What you doing? Now, this is where we may get some Freddy meows. Oh no, they really do believe that, brown sugar. That is not even a stretch at all. The pharaohs did us no favors by elevating them to the status that they did, because they're like, okay, this is where I'm at. You better treat me like a king or a queen. That's it. I know that's Freddy's opinion. That's a definite. But I was saying, his bowl only has that much food. Now, don't get me wrong. He's eating plenty. He's eating plenty on this stream. And he's fine. But the fact of the matter is, he can see the bottom of his bowl. And for Freddy, that is almost unacceptable. Oh. But since he can see the bottom of his bowl, for some reason, Freddy will believe that he is now starving. That he hasn't eaten in a week. And then I'll fill the bowl up. He'll see that it's filled, and he'll just walk away. He'll be like, all right, there's food. All right, cool. I'm good. Bye. But I'm gonna try to see if Freddy starts singing a little bit. If I leave the room while the bowl is that empty. So we'll run like a little 2-minute experiment right here and find out. Alright, so Freddy knows something's up. Yeah. Freddy got to meet the neighbor's dog one time. Sorry, Fredo. No, I'm gonna use this light. It's my gold panning area. For the times that I pan gold. I just did like 10 pounds of pay dirt, and it was so bad that I did not film it. Kept the gold, of course, but I didn't film it. But yeah, Freddy Freddy met the neighbor's dog, and the dog was not being mean. It wasn't actually trying to bully the cat. It was a young it was a young dog, but easily, like, I don't know, about 3 Freddy's big. So probably like a 50-pound plus dog. And the dog ran up thinking, "Oh, you're furry. You're going to be my friend." And that was not how that ended. And thankfully, I do keep the harness on Freddy because while I was trying to like calm the dog down, Freddy decided to go Kung Fu Panda kitty style, and jumped right at the dog, all arms outstretched, all claws ready, mouth wide open. And I was like, "Oh no!" And that was one of the very few times I've ever yanked Freddy on his harness, because otherwise, like, that dog was going to find out that there's too much weaponry. You know, dog's got its mouth and its paws, but it doesn't have claws 4 times over, teeth, and horrific attitude. So, no, no. I mean, overall, dog didn't get hurt, cat didn't get hurt. I'm good. No, Freddy was not playing. Freddy meant it. He meant every single bit of that jump. And he would have landed right around that dog's face if I didn't if I didn't yank him on the harness. And then I would have felt horrible. I already felt bad because I had to yank Freddy. But the neighbor didn't have the dog on a leash or anything. He just had him out roaming. But yeah, that dog would have been upset about a number of things. Usually 5 in each stroke. It would have been bad. Because, like, Freddy knows how to grab with his claws. You can see it a little bit when we're playing around with a toy or when he's cleaning himself. Just the very top part of the paw. He'll fold just the very top part in, like you would close your fingers in a mitten. And that's how he'll clean them, unless he's trying to like trim his claws. And he trims his claws with his teeth. Normal, no big deal. But yeah, that would definitely sucked. Which is why he is not allowed to meet the neighbor's dogs. Because he is bigger than both of them. A lot. And that would suck. Because they're nice dogs. They're not mean. They're not aggressive. Super friendly. Just super excited. And Freddy would smack that thing down in a heartbeat. So I do appreciate Brown Sugar, you coming back. Miss Maple, Marple, sorry. You know, you joining, Julie, you joining. Everyone who leaves a like and a sub. What we're really getting at is grinding towards the hours mark. And I think I'll put together a playlist. So, the cat bed. Alright. This is a brief story right here. He used to have one of those cheap little $5 cat beds. And he would routinely, because of his size, crumple it, fold it, sleep on top of it. It was a nightmare. And so I wanted to get him something more comfortable. So I got him that cat bed. Freddy does not like that cat bed. I wish he did. But for some reason, he is not a fan of that cat bed. which kind of resembles Finn's helmet from Adventure Time, which is a cartoon. If you have kids or you're young enough to have watched Adventure Time, you'll know what I'm talking about. That is Finn's helmet. Freddy doesn't sleep in it. He only recently restarted sleeping on his cat tree on the very top. Um, because I have gazelle skin with the fur, and he used to sleep on the round part of his cat tree, like the middle level, and he would sleep there, and then he got tired of it, and I put the gazelle skin above it. Yeah, I buy him one luxury bed, and he's like, no, screw that. The little woven plate in front of it, he used to use that as another cat scratching post. I tried to throw this out because this one he has used, like my drawers. Oh yeah. And he used to use it, and then I got the cat bed, the luxury bed, and he was like, no, screw it. I don't want it. So now he's back to his cat tree, my bed, the oven up there on his little kitchen stand, the camper washer in a box that I have in the bathroom, like anywhere but that luxury bed. And kind of made me sad, not gonna lie, because I was so happy with it. And then he was like, screw this thing. Like, okay, alright, fine. Yeah, totally sucked. No, I don't love it. I thought it would be great. But but yeah. I tried test. I pulled the center out, and maybe thinking, all right, was it too hot? Was it too big? I am keeping it through winter, which I mean, this is Central Florida. It's not like we get much cold air. And that's the other option, and I am considering it. I live in a little studio apartment, so it's a little more interesting. Because this Allswell box, I was going to turn into more scratch pad. Because believe it or not, scratch pad is nothing but cardboard, sliced up, and shaped. That's it. So I was going to use it for that, but it is also high up, and he likes jumping on it. So I will give that a try, Adette. Thank you for the suggestion. So maybe I could put it up there. Because anything high up, Freddy likes, which is why I have completely covered the top of my fridge. And it is all because of that little man right there. So I try to keep the fridge, the cupboards, as compact. He will get up there still. That is not a small way. He'll get up there. But he got up there, and my last vacuum sealer, he knocked it off. So I bought a vacuum sealer because I like to cook, and I'm single, so I make usually more than I need. And it's better to buy things, in quantity and then parse it out. And so I bought a vacuum sealer. It was on top of my fridge for one day, and Freddie wanted to check it out. And then he found out it does not fly. He wanted to see if it flew. That is my guess. It did not. And there went my vacuum sealer. So I bought a new one, but now I keep the top of the fridge as loaded as possible, so he can't toss everything off the top. more than a couple times. Uh, the shower curtain looks like it's in rough shape. Freddy helped me out with that. He did good. He's torn it down about 4 times trying to see if he could jump up and scratch Yoda on top of his head. It was a good effort, but it is not meant for Freddy's weight. So currently, he has decided my UPS bag from a shipment of the pay dirt that I was just talking about, kind of whining about, but I feel it was worthy of whining. That is his newest toy. Yeah, no, it's the whole house. Like he marks everything. He marks me. So like, the shoes. Welcome back, Julia. Good to see you again. But yeah, anything that is in here is Freddy's, aside from one crucial item that Freddy hates more than anything in the world. I will introduce you to the bane of Freddy, his hated enemy, and one he will never, ever defeat. Yep. The vacuum. Freddy hates this thing so bad. But there's a lot of Freddy to clean up. Yeah, the vacuum. Oh no, it's still probably his. Oh, you're probably right there, but trust me, I hit this button. Look at that face. Yeah, ears go back. He already knows. He's like, don't you dare. Don't turn that shit on. He means it too. He hates the vacuum. And it's not even, look, it's a little tiny Bissell. It's tiny. But, no, not a fan. Not a fan whatsoever. He'll get mad. The tail will start twitching. Sorry, Freddy, I'm not going to do it. At least, not right now. I'll clean up tomorrow. Oh, yeah, nah. Nah, he's a smart boy. He knows what that button does. No, Freddy hates the noise. He will sit there and watch it from afar. But he has watched it suck things up. And he's like, nope, screw that. And I tried to play with him one time. Just once. Without the nozzle attached. So it's more like your old, handheld Red Devil. Oh no. I was bleeding after that. Now he's wary. Because I went near the dreaded vacuum. Sorry, bud. Not going to do it today. I do want to put his toy back up. Which I know he feels is the invitation. But one of Freddy's other favorite sleeping spots is actually the AC unit itself. So, with my little handy dandy bamboo pole, I like to hang it there. And on occasion, he likes to mess with it while it's there. Yep. Now, sometimes he will tug it all the way to the ground and then see how high he can launch it. And there's various other ways he plays with that when nobody else is playing with him. That is the sweet tart box that's on my floor and everyone thinks is trash. No, I actually put his treats inside of there. It has a really small opening, and eventually he'll rip it apart to get all the treats out. I like giving him little puzzles like that. It's pretty fun. What are you up to now, buddy? Alright, back to cleaning. So, I'm thinking in about 3 minutes. I'm probably gonna end the stream then. I have to clean out the grill in front of the house because I have a small series on making your own soap at home and literally doing it piece by piece from making lye and tallow, mixing them and scenting the soap. So I do want to go ahead and get that cleaned out just because it's Florida. We're still getting a ton of rain. And looks like Fredo's getting ready for a short nap. His short naps are... Oh, I have a lot of hobbies. I really do. Way too many. Yeah, I mean, I brew my own wine, make my own soap. This one is from July 24th is when I bottled this one, but nice and clear, looking pretty good. The soap making goes well. I gotta try that wine, by the way. I haven't tried this one yet. We're gonna try it now. But then I grow my own vegetables and herbs. Ooh, good sound. Good sound. I almost blew my head off last week when I opened one. That unfortunately I did not cold crash, so it was super, super carbonated. And this is just mead, it's honey wine. And this honey wine is seasoned with lemongrass, cranberry hibiscus, and cinnamon. So, we'll find out. It's pretty good. Not too sweet. Cinnamon may be a little too high. Yes, honey wine, mead. Yeah. One of the oldest you can make. I think the Egyptians weren't even the first to make it. No, not bad. Freddy, do you think it'll be good with some barbecue chicken? Freddy just cares about the chicken. Well, we trying to get Freddy to talk. And the only way I think I can get Freddy to meow on camera, so I've been debating this, is maybe I leave his food bowl like that. Buttons? Have a good night, Brown Sugar. It was great to see you again. It's always good to talk to you. We'll meet up again. Odette, what do you mean getting? Oh, no. I saw that, and I really, really had to think hard about the whole talking button thing. Um, but I don't. I don't know. Because cats have, cats. You having cats, you already know. Cats have their own mood and attitude, and it can change whenever. Um, and so I don't know how it would actually work out if I tried the talking button pads. Because whenever I seem to get Freddy something nice, he ignores it. Yeah, you heard your name. You heard. Yeah, I love you too, buddy. A slow blink you back. Oh, you're getting nappy. Yeah, nap time soon. Um, but no, it's. I think it would be better if I did not. One, I live in a small area. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, he's got all the orange cat energy. Apparently, not right now. He's got all the sleepy orange energy. Um, but, like, if he really understood everything that was there for him to say, I don't even know if I could put that up on YouTube. 'Cause he's he's kind of creative. So I will update the posts on his his family photos, which are under my community tab, in case anyone is interested in seeing baby Freddy when he was about the size of his leg. Nah, he's a little bit smaller. Um, but you can also check out the rest of the family. Um, his brother, like I said, is white and orange. His sisters, all three of them, are black and orange. Uh, they look really cool. Tiger probably has the coolest look. Oh, yeah. Freddy's issue is more how big he is. So he, yeah, black and orange. All of his sisters. Yeah, no, they're really pretty. I think I think I have a photo or two of Lily or Tiger. I'm not sure. They might be on my community tab. If not, I'll put them up there. Tiger's cool because not quite half of her face is orange, but all the orange is only on one side. But yeah, those are, and they're all same mom, same dad, same litter. Um, but Freddy is the only solid orange. I will put them up on my community tab, and you are free to peruse them at any time. Although there is one family photo up already that you can already look at if you like, and that's all the babies together, and it's pretty cute. Although Ronnie isn't quite white yet, he's still mostly orange at that time. It's funny. He grew into white and orange whereas when they were younger, it was harder to see. But, yeah. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put the phone down for a little bit in case anyone wants to just watch Freddy chill out. And I've got to go clean out that grill, so like I said, I can make some more soap. Because I'm off tomorrow, so while I have the time, I have to make more lye. And then I got to pick the herbs. And I think I'm going to go with rosemary and lemon verbena, which I grow here at the house. So I will talk to everyone later. You can always feel free to leave a comment either here or send one to me directly. And I'll get back to you. Oh, look at that good stretch. Alright. You guys have a good night. And when I do come back, it'll probably be kind of without warning. But up until then, Freddy Netcam. Yep. Now it's Freddy Netcam. After I make that beverage cake. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to mess up sleep. Right. Well, the goal of the Freddy Netcam was to get Freddy meowing at some point. And now, Freddy is going to follow me no matter where I go, up until there's food in the bowl. And he's already eaten plenty. He's just notifying me, Dad, I see the bottom of the bowl. I must be starving. You have abandoned me. Is that how it is, Freddy? Alright. So I'm going to fill that up a bit. Freddy's favorite bucket. But now, he's gonna sniff, he'll take like a few bites, and then he'll walk away. Like, okay, there's food. I'm good. Thank you everybody who liked, who subscribed, who commented. I love to hear from all of you. And I do try to get back to everybody once I have time, but of course, working full-time job and just trying to keep up with life. So, Odette, I'll have pictures up. And anyone else who wants to see baby Freddy and the rest of the litter, they'll be under my community tab. And thank you very much. You guys have a good night. Everyone be safe. Do well. Give your pet some good loving. Isn't that right, Fredo? Alright, and you guys have a good night. Sleep well. I will probably be back sometime tomorrow.